All Super Pro wrestle persons are highly trained professional athletes. Do not attempt to copy their performances or actions. This program is solely intended for your viewing pleasure.
Moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant. Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't leave this at home.
Hello. How are you all this evening? Are you all ready for wrestling? And may I just say how sad I am that you can't do a zombie lumberjack match in Fire Pro. It's not as involved as you would think, Fire. It's like I would say it's like a halfway point between EWR and TEW, is the best way I can put it, in terms of how complex it is. I dig it. And before anyone starts, the only thing wrong with them doing a zombie lumberjack match was that it was a completely unoriginal idea, already done better elsewhere. For one, their one didn't have Shoot doing the thriller dance with a bunch of zombies. Okay, so here comes Jake Ells. Looking to get some training in. Which no doubt he'll need ahead of the tag title defense later in the week against 2KO. And his opponent will be same Jim, but Like, it looked interesting, but not enough to make me watch WWE. Already done enough of that watching Unforgiven 98 for that podcast, thank you very much. Yeah, but the problem with a zombie promotion, Steel Morgan, is that one day they would eventually have to hire a living person and he would just come in and bury everyone. Like, I will say is, if you're interested in a zombie lumberjack match, watch the Gene Money Sugar Dunker one. It's good. Oh, that's a good shout, Icky Poo. I like that. Oh, get twisted, get stretched. Jen! For 15 months! You've been putting up with my bullshit on here, thank you so much. Hey, Mucho Macho, how you doing, mate? We're doing a wrestler. El Mucho Macho, who will be competing in the Twitch Cup, by the way. But I'll go one further and tell you that El Mucho Macho is competing tonight. I needed one extra name to fill out the, like, because of the way the maths work of the amount of matches and the amount of suggestions from everyone. So El Mucho Macho is in the Twitch.tv #1 contendership qualifier battle royal. Hey Gajira, how you doing? So yeah, one of the title matches this Saturday will be X Factor 2000 defending against 2KO. Also, just to confirm, the tag match tonight is going to be Motley Crue versus Techno Team 1958. Techno Team 1958 consisting of Brazilian Fury and Swedish Ace, of course. That's just a placeholder name until I think it's something better, Spike Dragon. Oh, hell yeah, Gajira. I hope it goes well. There we go. Jay going into the title defence on the back of a win. Apologise for the mumbling, I was eating a muffin. %79%. And I guess sometimes people don't sort of mesh well. But whatever. Look, I remembered to do the thing. Is that a euphemism, Firehawk? And sometimes, Chainsaw, you just get caught. So next up. That he did, Rob Sorter, that he did. Yep, happened to the best of us. Happened to Holyrood, remember? Just the other day against Alan Roke, who really cementing his championship run right now. But nobody bet, apart from Firehawk, who bet on Grissom like for body. Too far. Alright, fight! I think it's just Twitch being Twitch, to be honest, Swedish. Twitch being Stitch. Oh no, it's some bad voice acting. Speaking of wrestling games, how about Johnny last night single-handedly turning around the reputation of WCW Backstage Assault? I mean, don't get me wrong, it still looks janky as fuck, but he was playing it last night, Mucho, and actually had fun with it. I don't think he did the entire game, but he unlocked a lot of stuff in that and managed to actually have fun with it. How about Sprite today making me watch speedrun? Oh! Is it that? I can't remember if it's that or SmackDown vs Raw where Sunnyside Ramsey actually holds the speedrun record. Swedish Ace. Right? Spike Dragon? Yeah. I mean, it's the same way that or several of us enjoy the Dicky games. They're not the best made by any stretch of the imagination, but they're fun. Cyberpunk album is pretty good. Oh, the Billy Idol one. And again, we don't see the wee backstage assault. I get it because obviously they were trying to, albeit in a ham-fisted way, cash in on how popular hardcore wrestling was at the time, and hardcore matches, and the 24/7 rule of the hardcore title and stuff. Oh, totally, Rob Swerter. Imagine what he could do with a budget. So how long before someone makes a Little Big Har in Fire Project Gajira? Oh, hello, Cheeseboard Gaming. Welcome in. Hello, how are you doing? Remember, everyone, gamble responsibly with your hot dog handshakes. I'm doing okay, Cheeseboard. I've had a lazy day, I'm not going to lie. But, and I have an appointment next week that I've been waiting for a while. With a community psychiatric nurse, which will hopefully fix the shitty brain of me. Or go some way to doing so, at least. I'm not naive enough as to think that these things can be fixed all in one go. But it's a step in the right direction. Now, this has been a damn fine match so far. Also, one of my CDs arrived from a nostalgia project I'm doing, a Rub Ultra single from like 1994. I am also waiting on, and this is one that might interest Spike Dragon, waiting on a single by, and anyone who read Kerrang in the mid-90s will maybe remember this band. They were called Real TV. Kind of like Faith No More influenced, I would say, but a bit more punky. And their singer was one Jay Butler from Grand Theft Audio. But basically, that's the music project thing that I'm doing. Ah, yes, of course, Cheeseboard. I won't lie, Spike Dragon, I've got a mini album that they did, and it's not great. The songs are good, but the production on it's fucking awful, and it really hurts it. By all accounts, they were a lot of fun live, though. Yeah, as I said, there's nothing wrong with the song, it's just the production. Oh, you mean like when you say the first two GTA soundtracks, Icky Fu? Do you mean like Vice City and that, or do you mean like going on a joyride? Yeah, kind of thing. Because if there's one thing I know, it's obscure references to music. There we go, Noriko gets the win. A debut win for Noriko Wakabayashi. %. I'll take that. Well earned by both lady women. Now, excuse me while I set up next match. Ah, Squirrel Nut Hut. Zippers. And them do Jervis's music. Here's a funny thing, actually. I was looking up, like, I was trying to think of other bands, because I'm talking about, like, the forgotten ones, right? So I was trying to look up, like, maybe, like, screenshots or whatever of issues of Krang from, like, 1995 and stuff. And I found a list that it was, like, the really thing, it was, like, most underrated albums in the 1990s. And first of all, wrong, right? Some of the ones that they put in there, like they had Load by Metallica, and they had a Stone Temple Pilots album in there. And it's like, you clearly don't know what underrated means. Like, Load you can make an argument for because people hated that album when it came out. And I will always maintain that, like, Load and Reload are, like, could have been one great album but ended up being two okay ones. Hey Dino, how you doing? Jellyfish is a good shout. Ergo Derivative, I don't even know who that is. So they must be underrated. Right, I'm going to find this list, right? You tell me what you think. Right, so we got Load by Metallica. We got 1 Hot Minute by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We've got On the Turn by Curb Dog, which in my opinion is probably the only album that actually deserves to be on this list. Because that is a fucking great album. We got World of Noise by Everclear. We got a Fugazi album. Trippin' Daisy, you can make an argument for that. I'm an Electric Firecracker. Handsome by Handsome. We got a Napalm Death album. We got a Stone Temple Pilots album. Burning Tree, self-titled. Penalty by Floodgate, and One Last Laugh in A Place of Dying by The God Machine. Yeah, On the Turn by Curb Dog is I would say the only album that 100,000,000% deserves to be on that list out of the ones they pick. Oh, so Dino, so I'm doing a project soon, and it was why I ended up looking up bands again like Rub Ultra and stuff. And in doing so, I came across this list from Kerrang. It was like the most underrated albums of the 90s. There was no local H on that list. The thing is, because like Local H is another one of those bands that weren't really known here, where I only heard them once or twice, so I keep getting them confused with H Blocks. That's a good one, Dino. And when you see Johnny Football Hero in the stand, tell him he had a great game. Tell him you liked his article in the newspaper. See, that's the thing, you know, however obscure they were in the US, they were even more obscure here. And it doesn't even need, like for the thing I'm doing, it doesn't even necessarily need to be obscure bands in and of themselves, but more like for example, one of the bands I've got in the thing is a band called Symposium, who were they were kind of semi-successful and had a great live reputation. But they only ever had the one album, and they split up. Joe and Will went on to form a band called Hell Is For Heroes. I think Wojtek went off and did his own solo stuff. Haggart works with OK Go. But they were incredible live, but they were one of those bands also I wouldn't like to see them reform, because a big part of how good their live shows were was like the youthful exuberance of them, whereas they're all in their 40s now, so it wouldn't really work. Yeah, that was a big youthful there, Jim. Alice Ross holding his own against Bulldozer Sherman. Oh, 69. Nice. I like Mahole as well, Chainsaw. Oh, you mean the band? Right. Ow. Yeah, L7 were good. Stunner! Ow. I mean, my taste, as you know, Chainsaw is like all over the place. Try to think of the other ones. Honeycrack were an amazing band. Keep on Moving by Five. Did you ever hear the cover of that Terrorvision did? Well, if you dig ska mucho macho, you would probably be into Symposium. They weren't totally ska, but like they had that influence in some of their songs. Even got like Suggs from Madness up on stage to do a song with them once. As far as I'm aware, Jen, there's no studio version of it. It was just like a live thing they did a few times. I always remember that like the Patter Pony would give it before it live as well. Right? He'd be like, okay. Over the years, Terrorvision have always been known as a rock and roll four-piece. But now with Joe on the keyboards here, we are now five. And in true five fashion, we would like to rock you. I don't feel guilty about any of the songs I like. Lauren Laverne. Remember when Lauren Laverne was in a band? Like, way before she was like a TV host and all the rest of it. I don't think of her like that. I think of her as... I'm laughing at Jen's time out there for Spike Dragon because of that joke. Like, she was in a band in the mid-90s called Kennedy. They were okay, like, sort of run-of-the-mill pop-punk stuff, but there were some nice songs there. Depend. How old is Lauren Laverne? She's older than me, I know that much. No by much. Yeah, so like when Kennedy were around, she would have been like late teens. But then again, like, you look at a band like Ash or Silverchair, and they were like 15, 16 when they first started getting big. What a match that was, by the way. They knocked lumps at each other. And I forgot to start the prediction because I'm a dumb bitch. Oh yeah, Ash for many years had that problem of their first album was too good, too soon. Like, you coming out with an album of that quality, that's that good, that still holds up today. When you're like 16, that's nuts. What songs were in them, Spike Dragon? I know, because I know they had. I think Orpheus was in one of the Burnout games. See, the big thing I remember about when Shining Light came out, Gajira, when the album that was on came out in the UK, what's it called again? What the fuck was that album called? It was everywhere. Free All Angels. But the same week that it came out, Lose Control, that's a fucking belter of a song. Yeah, so the week that Free All Angels came out, you also had an album by a band called Feeder, called Echo Park. And it was a straight up fight between them for number one in the charts, and Feeder fucking bleached them. Okay. I can hear that slightly, Spike Dragon. Although, because that album, 1977 by Ash, everyone will tell you that the best single off it was Girl from Mars. Don't believe them, they're lying. The best single from it was Angel Interceptor, and I will never be told otherwise. No worries, gent. You have yourself a good kip and a good night. Speak to you soon. I love you very much. Okay, betting is now live. I'm remembering this time. Yay for me! Oh, some big points being getting dropped on this one. I do miss going to gigs. Me and Maya have been talking a lot about this lately, actually. And just like before we've been doing the Life is Strange streams, we've just been watching clips from like gigs and festivals and that kind of thing. That's like what was. That's the thing. Like we've got like quite a spread of ages, generations, in this chat. What was the first band you saw live? Dropkick Murphys first is a good one. My first gig was a band called The Offspring. Tenacious D is a great one. The Damned, White Stripe. Oh, not just established bands, Cheeseburger, but any band. Flogging Molly, Regurgitator. It was right after Ixnay on the Hombre came out, Dino. They were supported by a band called Toast and another band called the Lunatics. The thing is, like, Swedish, because, like, I was as big then as I am now. So, like, I was, like, 14. I went and, like, all my friends who were with me wouldn't follow me down into the crowd proper. So, I went down into the crowd proper. And they opened up with a song called Bad Habit. And the crowd went fucking apeshit and all tipped over, landing on me. And that was my first experience of the whole thing. When someone falls down, you help them up. It's the unwritten rule. It's what you do. You missed. We're allowed blown spots, it's fine. They're only human. What's crowd surfing? I've crowd surfed at a Real Big Fish show. I think it might have actually been their first ever show in Scotland. I've still never seen Weezer live, and I will always hold that against them. In 2001, me and Joanna went to tea in the park, and Weezer were on the bill that day. And Weezer pulled out at like a day's notice to make a music video. Those wheezy bastards, that's right, Dino. Oh, the good point is, like, even though Weezer weren't there, we got to see who's all in the bill that day. Like, obviously Feeder, which was the main reason me and Joanna went. We got to see Nick Costa, who was really good. We got to see Goldfinger. And we got to see Beck. Really, like, one time I went to see... Oh, I know Dino will be jealous of that one, Chainsaw. One weird one that I went to once was... I went to see the band Soulfly. They're supported by two bands. One of which was a band that I think they were on Roadrunner at the time called Cold. And the other one was a band called Limp Bizkit. And the last time, which means the last time I saw Limp Bizkit live, it was in a venue that holds maybe 300 people. Three or 400. If I had to pick a band, it would be Crossfade or Zebra. Top of my list is probably Maximum the Hormone. I would love to see them live. The last hip hop act I saw live was like the Sugar Hill Gang. The Sugar Hill Gang were ruled, but it was at a festival, and then they had members of the Furious Five come out as well to form like the ultimate rap da group. I've seen the Foo Fighters live a couple of times, Swedish. They were good live. And I've seen Baby Metal live, Swedish. They were actually the last band I saw live before everything went to shit. It was at the Glasgow Barrowlands, which is a small venue by their standards. Like, holds maybe about 2,000 people. Which, by the standards of venues that they play in like the US and Japan, not that big. I did mention Beck's Spike Dragon. Beck played at Tea in the Park the year I went. Kokoro wins. I brought this up the other night, Gajira, when watching Gen BI stream. Why is it that Monkey Wrench by the Foo Fighters is easier to play on a real guitar than it is on not real guitar, not real guitar, Guitar Hero? What a match. 100% well earned. Well earned by both ladies. Lindsay Doyle's had a few of those. Saw Green Day live once. Candy Cane with a raid. Thank you very much. Hello, how are you doing? What were you streaming? How are you all this evening? Also, everyone like the new raid alert? And thank you, Candy Cane, for the follow. Welcome in. Candy Kingdom. That's got a nice ring to it. I like that. No, Arcade 2. It's now from Maximum the Hormone. Who we were just talking about. Like, while these matches go on, we've mostly been talking about music tonight. Like, first band we saw live, that kind of thing. And I was the Raid one, yes. The Raid one is now from Maximum the Hormone, who are like one of my bucket list bands that I want to see live. Oh, totally. Check out Maximum the Hormone. Like, such a good band. Alright. Tag team match time, people. Yeah. I will say, if you watch their videos, you will love Now. Everyone does. And because all these are surprise matches, when the second entrance starts... Oh yeah, it's the same with Maximum the Hormone, Candy Cane, and Happy Heads and Aniori, who are a band I want to see live. Wee bit of a delayed response there from Pumpkin Spice. That team, Dino, created by the very talented Dawnbreaker in the chat. Dad's birthday at Fleetwood Mac at the Hydro. I was being a bit... up against two of our pals from the chat here, although I don't think Brazilian's here today. Swedish S and Brazilian Fury, Scotty 2 Clarkey and Chris Strike, collectively known... Oh, I forgot to put the logo in. Collectively known as Techno Team 1958. Could have seen Kiss live with my dad when I was younger, but soon. As far as those like classic rock bands go, I've seen AC/DC at the... That was at Hampden, which is the Scottish National Football Stadium for anyone that doesn't know. I got to see... actually got to see Motley Crue. Did a double headlight tour with Def Leppard. I've seen Metallica, Dino. I've not seen Rush. I would have loved to have seen them. I only saw Metallica the once, and it was when I was like 16. And me and a bunch of friends went down to Milton Keynes for the day, because it was like a one-day festival there, headlined by Metallica. And yeah, and it was like back when like Jason Newsted played bass for them. Iron Maiden were fantastic live, Candy Cane. I got to see them a good few years ago now in Glasgow when they were touring Final Frontier. Awesome live. I'd been waiting years to see them. Okay, so I have found the lineup for that thing, and it was literally the first festival I ever went to. So on the second stage, and the way it worked was like you had two bands in a row on the second stage, and then a band would come on the main stage, and then the second stage, and so on, until it got to the last few bands on the main stage. So in running order across the day, you had Merciful Fate, Queens of the Stone Age, and I say that because this was like 1999, back when like they only had one album and not really many people knew who they were, so they were like one of the first bands on. Then Creed, then Symposium, then Sepultura, and that was such a shame because like the last 5 minutes of Symposium set, everyone's at the other stage got Sepultura, then Pitch Shifter, then Ministry, then Monster Magnet, then Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals, who stuck on the thing like a sore thumb, then TerrorVision, who were the ultimate festival band back then Placebo, then Marilyn Manson, then Metallica. And the main thing with it was, if anyone's, and I'm sure I've spoken about this on stream before, if anyone's seen the Bill Bailey bit where he's talking about seeing Marilyn Manson live, Milton Keynes, like try to shout the name of the city to sound cool, but it doesn't work when you say it for Milton Keynes. I was at that show. That was that very show, and I can confirm that yes, that did happen. Oh, the Darkness are great live, British. Also, he stormed out off the stage in a huff because someone chucked a bottle on him. My capsule review of Marilyn Manson live, no that great. Living Colour and Fishbone are for under it. Oh, Matt. I love both those bands, Dino. Fishbone are another band I would love to see live. I've already seen Living Colour live. I've seen that, Rob Sorta. The first time I heard Fishbone was when it was actually in Beavis and Butthead. They played Fight the Youth, and I've always had this like Mandela effect thing of I was always sure that they played. Yeah, no, British. He always has been. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I always had this thing. I could have sworn I saw Swim by Fishbone on Beavis and Butthead, but apparently it never happened. Which leaves me wondering, but where did I hear the song, Bart? Where did I hear the song? But Living Colour are genuinely one of the best bands I've ever seen live. I saw them finally live. It was actually not long before they played CM Punk at WrestleMania. They played at the Garage about a month before that, and they were amazing. I listened to MC 900 Feet, Jesus, exclusively because of Beavis and Butthead. Bow, ba-dow, 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 bow. Bow 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 ba-dow, 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 bow bow. And you could tell it was a proper Living Colour crowd. Not Living End, that's a different band completely. Living Colour crowd, because Cult of Personality didn't get the biggest pop of the night. Open Letter to a Landlord did. Someone recorded it like from that gig, you know, and I'll need to send you the link because it's so fucking good. They played Glamour Boys as well, didn't they? In fact, they played that album in full. Basically, they opened up with like two, I think, newer songs. Then they did Vivid in full. And then they came on for an encore to do Love Rears Its Ugly Head. And right now we've got another banger of a match. Motley Crue, I mean, obviously established, well liked among our community. The Swedish and Brazilian teaming up well together as well. They're running nothing. Any a double powerbomb. Oh, powerbomb neckbreaker even. Isn't that nice? Oh, here they go, train blows. See, the main thing for me with Franz Ferdinand is that Alex from them was in a ska band before he was in Franz Ferdinand, called the Amphetamines. Used to see gig posters for them in Glasgow all the time. Usually playing the 13th note or something. It's both, Jim. They're named after Duke. Basically got assassinated, and that was what kicked off World War One. There actually is Swedish. Ow. Oh, kicks the leg out the leg. In with the knee, goes up top. And at the cover. Pumpkin Spice manages to break it up. No soul. Hell yeah, this match rules. Oh, Michinoku driver. Leaves Pumpkin Spice stunned. Would you care to elaborate on that? No, I will not. Oh, good grief! I mean, aye, that'll do it. That'll get you the win. Fucking tombstone off the top. Jesus. 100%. Very much well earned by both teams. I almost said individuals there. That would have been wrong. I thought Dragonspike was the 1958 World Cup champion now. Unless they've got several World Cup 1958 championships. Right. Where am I looking? Help! My brain's abandoned. There we go. The real 1958 World Cup was the friends we made along the way. Isn't that nice? Alright. No preamble, this match should rule. The end. And their opponent. The most dastardly game I've played. That's a good question. The most dastardly game I have ever played. In terms of like how much it frustrates me, I'm tempted to say Super Meat Boy, but I still enjoy that because it's a challenge. A meaty answer. The verbiage of one Choco Burglar has given me pause as to whether it is who I think it is. I'm watching the chat grinning now to see if they give it away. Are you going to give it away? Overwatch may be totally fucking wrong, I don't know. You're a tabletop simulator. Here we go. Strong ass ladies hitting each other. That'll get us hits on the internet probably. And oodle-lally, what a combination there. Oh, big beef kick. Man, you're revolving around eyeballs in an insane... That sounds like my kind of thing, to be honest. I do like my weird shit. I'd watch you play for $1. I'm beginning to think you might be who I think you are. Oh, Jesus. Manhunter, New York. I'm going to need to look this up. Funnily enough, I've been playing a game revolving around eyeballs in the form of Judgment. Lay West with the combust and move where the games are played, it's chill, it's fresh, it's no, it's arcade. Pin pose there. Eats shit on the knees attempt. Lewis does not. These two are hurting each other. Do you not love to see it? Chat.
There's nothing like the ecstasy of a good beating.
Ah! I wish they'd get along. Yeah. Why can't they just like play Tiddlywinks or something? Uh-oh. Big splash there. Nope. Lip biscuit. Oh yeah, Ballyverse would be way worse on the feet. I wonder list. What a damn fine match. %, with that organised crane kick. Alright. Friends, who wants a silly match? There will not be zombies, but it will be a silly match. How silly do I mean? Yes, that's all I can really answer it with, to be honest. There we go. I'll get the bet up momentarily. Concrete. What? Oh, right. I had to think there. Here we go. Oh no, indeed. The tough customer, Ultima Karen. Underwater a wee bit. How about now? What is with that referee's arm? Well, not just the arms, it's the hands. That's our senior official, Big Hands Johnson. His hands are so muscly from all the counting he does. Good old BHJ. That's it. Yep, that's in the chat there, see? Breaking up pretty badly. Alright, give me 1 second. See if I can fix this. Ah! Okay, so I'll be on this setting for now until this thing starts working again. And don't apologise, Chainsaw. I'd rather know about it to fix it. You know what I mean? Also, the pauses there are just from like me restarting the mic app that fixes the quality. Okay, we should be good now. Rosie Bonbons. Platin Ultima Karen up top for the stomp. My creamy tones are loud and clear. Okay, I definitely know who this is. Oh no! Someone called the manager! Dunk tank! Oh no!
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
It's not Eddie Sideburns, Chainsaw. It's not. It's an old friend of mine that none of you lot will know, but I believe it to be my good pal Mark, who I have not seen in umpteen years. Nobody wants the responsibility of physically returning the chair to IKEA. It's all in line these days. As someone who's worked in retail, you have no idea. Dunk tank! In fact, those gigs I was talking about earlier, your man Choco Burglar was there with me for a lot of them. Alright. So we've had our fun, we've had our silliness. It's time to get serious. I mean, serious. I remember that. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know what Choco Burglar is talking about, we tried to sneak backstage to watch the Deftones do their sound check once, and like got chased by security and literally ended up hiding behind a curtain, Scooby-Doo style. Because of course. Here's the thing, it worked. We escaped. I mean, we were, like, Christ, 18 at the time. Ah, thank you, Chainsaw, for gifting a subscription to Choco Burglar. Oh, I forgot about that. So, do you just want to know how we snuck by security? So, Choco Burglar pulled out his phone, starts speaking into it. I can't do it, but he puts on pitch perfect American accent, like, hey, yeah, we're just out here, but we left our passes back in the van. Is it cool if we come back? Okay, cool. Adam's here too. Is it cool if he comes back? Okay, cool. And we just walked on by them and nobody said a thing. I like the reference, Jim. Just as well it wasn't me doing it, because I can't do an American accent to save my life. Oh yeah, the bet. Raibuka or Frilho? Bet your hot dog handshakes. Because half of them fucking knew us. Couldn't believe we pulled it off.
Tell him, Steve, Dave.
There was the one as well. I don't think you weren't there at this point. There was one. Well, let's say a few months before, also at the SECC, and there was me and a couple of other lads managed to, like, we were trying to watch the Green Day soundcheck, and like, you know, like there's the empty hall next to where they would have the band. So we walked through there trying to sneak through. This guy comes up. He's like, "All right, you try to see Green Day sound checking, aye?" I was like, aye. He's like, aye, just go up there, it'll take you to the seats. You can sit down there and watch them. If anyone asks, just tell them Arthur sent you. I'm like, aye, cool, cheers very much, mate. And went through, sat down. Before long, security guard comes up, he's like, are you public or press? And we're like, aye. We're public. I have to ask you. Aye, Arthur said we could be here. Now, does Arthur work with the band? No. Does Arthur work with the venue? No. Is Arthur, in fact, just some workie that they've hired as a contractor to fix the ceiling? Yes. So aye, that was a pretty short-lived adventure, but aye. Oh, that Arthur. It did not work, no, Jim. I pulled it off with Peter once. A couple of lassies turned up for a fanzine to interview one of the support bands, a band called K. And like, I had my camera with me because like I would always take pictures at gigs and stuff. And they were like, they walked up to the security guy. They're like, "Oh, aye, we're here to interview K. We're here for such and such fanzine." And the guy's like, "Aye, sure, go ahead." I just walked up behind them and went, "Aye, I'm their photographer, holding up my camera." He's, "Aye, go ahead." It worked. K was the support band, CAY. English band with a Dutch singer, I believe.
Eat shit, eat shit.
He's like, sometimes you just got to be ballsy. You did get us backstage at Ozfest. No other way, because there's like backstage and then there's backstage, the bit Nate on stage. But you did get us backstage. It was the Bill and Ted fake backstage. That's the best way to put it, even though it was Wednesday. But yes, that is exactly the bit. Aye. The Bill and Ted fake backstage. I still don't know how the hell you pulled that off. I mean, we saw members of like Slayer going around there and stuff. And like the guy for Head Planet Earth, Pure Dingy, and that kid that must have been about 13. The lads for Amen were there, I remember that much. Yeah, sometimes you just got to take a chance. Remember that guy on the bus down that made the bong out of it was like a bottle of Fanta or something? But just like this shit he was hitting away. This works. Like shit that works. Also, like, who's that? Oh, that's Dave Mustaine, but you misheard it as Dave the Stain, and that just became the thing for the weekend. No, not Dave Mustaine, Dave the Stain. You're right, we do have to make Dave the Stain on Fire Pro. The beef rack. Raibuka wins with the beef rack. Alright, so that gets us big 100%. Rightly so. I think that might actually be Raibuka's for one-on-one 100. Alright, closing in toward the end now. 3 matches to go. You versus you. Alright, and back to the game. There we go, big red helmet. Meanwhile, I need to pee. Back in a minute. And I'm back. So allow me to tell you all the story of how I met Choco Burbler. It was a little over 21 years ago, holy shit. I had been in Glasgow. I went to see a band called Pantera. And then the day after the gig, because I ended up crashing the night on some lassie's couch, as was the style at the time. And I woke up the next day. I walked into Glasgow city centre and I met a man. Well, if it helps any, they were pish. Because this was about the time they'd started to fall out and everything, so none of them seemed like they wanted to be there. But I walked into Glasgow city centre and I met a man with day-glow red hair in a PVC miniskirt. I was like, alright, who's this interesting individual? We got to chatting with him and his pals, who were all also in drag. And convinced me to go along with it upon meeting me, and I was like, aye, alright. I had to wear shorts with the dress because you cannot be as tall as I am and wear a skirt, wear a dress that short with nothing underneath it. No, if you want to remain unarrested. But that was how we met. You're not. We were wearing a pair of tights once, and we wore them several times. Lassie's clothes, Lassie's clothes, they always look cooler anyway, so what the hell, right? Oh, knee to face. Oh, teabag Rana. Does not get the job done. That's Glasgow for you, man. Always full of strange people. What we're trying to say, Pat, Glasgow is a strange place. Oh, similar ideas there. There we go, Jared Harper gets the win. '94, that'll do nicely. Alright, it's time for the Battle Royal. If you mean the noise, I think you'd, Jim, I sneezed. Man, who would do? Vaguely? I feel like that guy might be on the run for the law now. Susie, as in Bonner Susie. Oh no, oh, yeah, I love Bonner and all. Speaking of Bonner, if you ever out in Glasgow and you want an LGBT friendly club night out, Susie's who you want to talk to. Bonner. Set up this match. Bonner's great people. I used to bump into Bonner a lot, like when I would go through to Glasgow for wrestling shows, because this was back when they used to work at the door on at Nice and Sleazy's. Right, nearly there. I'm having one of those, alright, where the hell are they moments? Ah, there we go. Nice and Sleazy's, yes, it's a pub slash tiny gig venue in Glasgow, Spike Dragon. Because that was the thing about Glasgow, especially back then. There was always something ridiculous happening. Like, I know there's the Frankie Boyle joke about, and he changes the town every time, but like it's a very Glasgow thing. Like seeing a guy, like a drunk guy, like haying a piss on at the front door of a house, and then taking out his keys and going inside. Like that's a very Glasgow thing. Alright. So, about royalty. Marquis territory, aye. Oh, no worries, Kashira. Wish you all the best with the job interview, mate. I hope it goes really well. You have a great rest of your day, man. So, left to right. Alex King, Sibila Dorada, Eternamente Verde, Jose Jimenez, Mikel Mercury, Shivo Bat, Don Michomato, Ringo Mine. This is the classic semi-main event Stramash. Well, that puts me in mind. Spike Dragon. Be on your front door, see if anyone thinks. It puts me in mind. This wasn't in Glasgow. This was in a place called Falkirk, and it was the strangest threat I've ever had given to me. And it was. There was a bit in the back of the local shopping centre where it was all like we kind of. I did call it the anus of Scotland, and I was right. Falkirk's the anus, Grangemouth is the sphincter. Although, in thinking gastrologically, it should maybe be the other way around. But either way, they both suck. So there was this wee bit where it was like full of like wee kind of like sit down cafe kind of bits, and me and some friends going in there. We were walking in, and there's this guy, first table, and he's talking to his friends. And as we're walking by, he turns around and he's like staring at me. And like, I wasn't paying attention really. I just corner of the eye, I see this guy talking and looking directly at me. So I turned around like, oh, sorry mate. He's like, what? And then it was then that I clicked it. He was just staring, you know. I was like, I was just kind of, oh, sorry mate, I thought you were talking to me, yeah. And I will never forget the words that he said. And it has big, you know, like the Psycho Sid bit, you are half the man that I am, and I have half the brain that you do. It's got big that energy, in that you know what he was trying to say, it just didn't come out right. And he says to me, you better get out of my face before I rip it off. And it's like, alright, so if you're going to threaten me by threatening to tear your own face off, then shit, what's he going to do to me? But yeah, honest to God, that happened, and that's like, not just Cranbrook or Falkirk or Glasgow, but that's Scotland in a nutshell, that sentence. Maybe he's like that guy out in Nightbreed or something, who knows? If we fall through, because cowards quit and heroes never back down. You imagine that? Like this quiet, you know, weekday afternoon in this wee cafe bit, and a guy just rips his own face off. Because that's what it literally was. It was a quiet weekday afternoon. You better get your dick. It's like the guy who Happy Gilmore, right? I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit. Oh, Sevilla Dorado's gone. Oh, what a beefy punch! So our man there's staying completely still. Vision based on movement. Someone maybe maybe a modded thing or something. I'm going to see if it fixes itself, because we've come this far. I see. Failing that, I'll award the match to whoever's left with them at the end. And we'll score it 100, because these ones always get 100 anyway. Except it's not the referee trying to fuck on him. But it's working, because he's realised that their vision is based on movement. Another elimination. Time and space does not matter anymore. Not here. Not in the WRESTLEVERSE. A lot of people being dropped on their bonces here. Because I've got vague recollection of this happening. But they went back to normal when it came down to 2. Either way. Oh, Mutual Match was gone. We're is being disqualified for trying to manipulate space and time. Oh no, it's that infernal headbutt. I thought I got rid of it. Well, you just noticed Spike Dragon. Alex King's gone. Buster. Oh no! Wrapped up. Now, at this rate, we'll just award it to whichever of these two wins. See, they're looking, because the vision's based on movement again, so they can almost see something there. Just throw a strike, mate! Just throw a strike! Oh well, calling it there. Award it to Jimenez. The Knights disqualified for trying to break space and time. Main event time. Now, for a match of this magnitude, you don't need a safe pair of hands, you need a big pair of hands. Which is why we're ringing in Big Hands Johnson once again. WRESTLE TV Championship match day. You've never been to a gig, Kenny. Basically, the reason is Eileen, because when you were doing your nominations, Eileen, apart from the tag team nominations, Eileen was the only person to get nominated twice.
Fight.
And that's the general rule for these ones where we've not done a Battle Royal before. Whoever gets the most nominations gets the title shot. If not, we'll probably just ramble it or something. Which is holding out well. So well, maybe your Cody kicks in when it's safe. You're not going to have your lungs explode. Yes, especially free ice cream. But Eileen's holding out well so far. Against, let's be honest, bigger, more physically powerful opposition. And once again, I just want to commend Sasha because Eileen just looks fucking cool.
Give up.
That sounds like the setup for like a Venture Brothers gag kind of night. The like the bits with the two guys from the Guild of the Calamitous Intent. Fucking Scratch and Sniff or whatever it's called. Like, hey, my guy has a skull for a head. Cool. Another one like, yeah, maybe if you're like 4. What are they guys called again? Is it Ward and Watch? And that's another thing now to think of. You've practiced in a hackneyed premise. No, not the henchman. One sec. I'm gonna get a picture of them. Would you fuck him? Oh, come off it. Well, Mark, it was you that got me into the Venture Brothers, telling me about the Monarch. Well, he's on a wee street here. Also, these are the characters I was on about, by the way. I've just posted the link in the chat. 9%, no bad at all. Why don't we just call ourselves the Damned? Alright, that'll do it for WRESTLEVERSE. Be back on Saturday. Blah, 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 blah. Right. As usual, to end properly, barefoot.